Hey guys, welcome back to channel Chris. Today I'm going to show you guys how to remove the front clip on your F100. Very easy job. Let's see here. Sorry if I'm talking loud. The fan is loud in the background, so I'm having to talk over it. But anyways, to take this off, I'll go ahead and show you on the start. There are 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, or there are 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3. So in my past experience, I like to take these 3 off just because you can grab it here and there's a nut on the other side. Slide these out and that thing will slide off. Sometimes if you're lucky you can take that off, but in my experience the clip on the inside just spins with it or it breaks off or something. So I don't like messing with those. I'll take these off and slide it. So you've got 3 here, and then up in here somewhere, if you look, let me see where it's at. It's kind of dark, you can't see, but right there is a bolt. So that'll make 4. And then there's one under here, right there. That's 5. And if you open up your door and look inside this little hole here, right up in there somewhere, will be another one. So that's 6. And your radiator core bolt will be down there by your radiator. You can't see it on this side because there's some stuff, but it's right down in there. There's one on each side, one here and one over there. So I think 7 bolts total on each side, maybe 14 or 15 total. So let's see, there's 3 there, 1 inside there makes 4, down there makes 5, inside the door in that hole makes 6, and your radiator core bolt makes 7. So I think 7 on this side, 7 on that side, and then that's pretty much it. You'll get you and your buddy, one to pick up there, want to pick up here over on the fender, and you'll just kind of pick it up and slide it out, and it all comes off in one unit with the whole grill, headlights, everything like that still attached. The radiator core support, the radiator's still going to be attached. So you guys want to make sure before you get ready to pull it off that you've taken out your battery, disconnected your starter solenoid here, disconnected your heater core hoses, just the bracket that's on the fender. Anything that's attached to the fender needs to come off over here. We've got that needs to come off. Your radiator hoses are going to come off, your upper and your lower, and just anything that is attached to this whole front clip needs to be taken off because that thing comes off in one solid piece like that. So now that I've showed you where all the bolts are, let's go ahead and get those off, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so we were able to get these 3 out. I was going to go ahead and try these just because the project I'm doing is going to require me to cut a little chunk out right here. And if I left that, then I wouldn't be able to cut that chunk out. So luckily, those came off really smooth. So now let's jump to the other side and take those 3 off. All right, we got those 3 out there. Those 3 over there, they were 15 millimeters. All right, now we're gonna get this one out. And here I've got a flashlight. It is right there, and I think it's a 13 millimeter. We're about to find out. I've got a little socket here. Okay, that one was a 13. We'll have one of those on each side like that. We'll pop those out, move on to the next one. All right, next step is going to be getting this bolt under here. I think it is a 15 millimeter. Let's see. It is a 15 millimeter, it seems like. Let's get that thing out. All right, that one's out. That was a 15 millimeter. Now, the only ones we have left is we've got one inside the door there and our core support bolt, and that'll be it. So let's get that inside now. All right, guys, we about got this front clip off. It is not a big deal. Like I said, just a few little old bolts. So we're gonna get the one inside the door now. You can look inside, see it right there? I think it's a 13 millimeter. So let's get that one off. I like to use this little tool right here. That way I can just get it in and it pops it right out. So let's get that thing out. All right, it's out. Now let's go get that side. Okay guys, we got that one out too. That one was also a 13 millimeter. So we're working on to the front. I think every bolt is off this thing except for our 2 radiator core support bolts. They're down there where I showed you. We'll pop those out. I'll show you the tool required for that one. And then I've still yet to disconnect all this stuff. We'll get all that off. But then, man, she's almost ready to pull off. So let's keep on. Let's move the stuff out of the way and get down there to those radiator core bolts. Okay, so this one is going to be, you can see it right there. It was hard to find. There was a whole bunch of debris and stuff over it, so I had to take my finger down there. I don't know if you can kind of see. I had to take my hand down there and just clean all that junk out. But now you can see the top of it. It's right there. And then if you go right underneath it on the bottom of the truck here, let's climb under here so you can see. Okay, right there on that little mount. So we'll find out what socket fits that. Looks like it's maybe, I don't know. We'll go grab one and see. But I will put a wrench on this, and then I'll put my drill on the top, and we'll zip that son of a gun out of there. There's one on both sides. So you have to dig out until you find that one down there too. We got that bottom bolt out there for the core support, and then also you see these 2 here. Those hold on the bumper. There are 2 here, and then there's gonna be 2 over on this side. You probably don't have to take them off, but I'm going to just make it easier. We'll get this big bumper out of the way. That way we don't have to fight over it. You can kind of see how this little valance sits over it, so we'll just make sure. We'll go ahead and take those off right now. All right, we'll take those 2 off, and then we'll get this side over here, and then she's unbolted. Okay, we got the battery out now. We've unhooked this from the firewall. We've got that from the firewall. We need to disconnect these lines. Not the firewall, sorry, the fender. We'll pop up these lines right here, set all this to the side, and we need to get this bracket off right here. Okay, and then this side will be done. Alright guys, we're almost ready to pull this thing off of here. We have removed everything from the firewall here, pulled up, not the firewall, keep calling it firewall, the fender. Alright, so we've got everything up there, we've got this bracket off here, everything's free. Now the only other issue I can see here is this wire running into here. Now for my job, what I'm doing, I'm not going to need those wires. I'm doing something with the Crown Vic swap there. So I'm just going to, you guys will actually have to, if you want to keep it, you can take off this screw. There's 2, there's one down there, 3, 4, and this cover comes off right here. And actually, we got one out here already with it off. So we can walk out here and I can show you. Okay, so when you take it off, your wiring harness right here will be poking through. You'll have those bolts that I showed you, and then there's gonna be like a little ring that holds your headlight in. You'll just loosen it up here, here, and here. You don't have to take it all the way out because it's got like a little twisting cover that pops off. So once you take that off, your wiring will be here. You'll shove your wire through, shove it through that hole, and then you'll be good to go. But for me, I'm just going to snip it on both sides because I don't need that wiring. And it'll just make it easier for me just to snip it and not take all that crap off. And then on this side, we just got this right here. It had one bolt underneath the fender there holding that in. So we took that off. She's free. We've got just these we need to pull off. And the only other thing running down this side is the wires to the headlight. And again, I'm just going to snip that right there because I'm going to wire something else into that when we do the Crown Vic swap. So, all right, man. I'm going to finish disconnecting that stuff, snip those lines. We're going to drain our coolant and take off those radiator lines, and I think we're about ready to pull this thing off. Alright guys, we have got the radiator draining here. There's a lower radiator hose there. I pulled it off. There's a drain plug over there. You can twist and drain it, but it like trickles out. So I just pulled the hose off there. She's almost done draining now. And then there's an upper hose, flathead screwdriver on both of them. Loosen it up, just pull it off. That one's off. Took the cap off, so that way it kind of gets some airflow and drain a little bit quicker. And that is about it. I don't think we have any more wires connected. Oh yeah, we do. We got one more right here, I think, just going to this thing and the horn. We'll take these two off, set them up there. But we've got this side stripped down, we have got that side stripped down, and as soon as that finishes draining, I'm gonna go get Ian and Kathy, and we're gonna pick this son of a gun up and set it out of the way. We'll have it done. There she goes. Okay, grab that side now, buddy. This front right here is a little heavy, so you gotta come to the front. Take your home. You gotta come over your wheel. Yep. Sit down right here. Sit down. Watch your hand. Okay guys, we got that son of a gun off. As you can see, we had a little trouble with it trying to get it off, kept getting hung up. The driver's side was free, but the passenger side was just hung up on something. I don't know what it was. I finally grabbed it and just gave it a pull. She broke free and we got it off. So that's how you get your front clip off, guys. It came off. We've got it sit down here. Like I said, the radiator, the whole grill, the headlights, everything stays on, comes off in one piece. Now you guys can get to your engine, clean it up, work on it, whatever you need to do, Crown Vic swap it, whatever. So yeah guys, that's how you take that off. So I hope that helped you guys with getting your front clip off. I hope you liked the video. Please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button.